Welcome again, YouTube. Today I'm going to do a video on these Sanyun. These are the SW-208 with a 3-inch carbon fiber woofer, a possible imitation tweeter, which we're going to do some sound tests here. And I'm actually going to pull one apart and we're going to find out what's really going on inside there. But I just got these. I got them on a Black Friday special. They were about $50 off of Amazon, which isn't horrible. I watched a lot of reviews and everybody raved the sound quality, so I was really kind of curious, and I like the way they look. I got them a couple days ago, and I've been playing with them. I've ran them through Bluetooth. I've ran them through the 3.5 headphone jack, and then I also are running them through right now currently the USB to micro USB. That seems to give me the best quality of sound. I actually wound up downloading, I think it was what's it called, FX Sound, I think. Yeah, FX Sound, to give me a little bit of boost in clarity, because once I plugged them in, I was really kind of wondering what everyone was talking about and how good these things were. They're not bad. They're $50, right? I'm used to Calypsos and you know, JBLs, stuff like that. These are far from that. Again, they're $50. They're for a computer setup, play some video games on, maybe some music while you're cleaning the office. They serve that purpose. But I will say downloading some form of equalization and tinkering with that is a absolute must. All right. So anyway, I'm going to play a couple RA sound clip here and just kind of show you the difference between the two. I'm going to kind of move you over here in front of the TV as well, just so you can kind of see what's going on. We're going to do, this is just a Teddy Swims song. It seems to have a little bit of everything in it. So now what I'm going to do is just to kind of show you something. I'm going to play this and I'm going to cover up this tweeter here. Absolutely no difference covering that tweeter up. And this is not just a piece of paper, this is a pretty thick little instruction manual here. That to me is kind of telling me that if that is an actual working tweeter, it may be a passive type tweeter, but it's not producing anything audible. But anyway, let's get further into it. I'm going to move this around so we can make a little bit of room here. Of course, your power output's right here on the side. You can select modes: Bluetooth, 3.5, USB, your bass, which I think only goes up +4 maybe. You really don't see much in this. That's why that equalization is so important. There is a center detent, which is kind of nice, but the volume, it just spins, so you don't really know what volume you're at. Overall, little tweeter, a little firm. It's not too loose. That Yeah, I'm not really sure what that is. Your port here. And then of course, looking down in there, looks like it's possibly a magnet on the back of that thing. Not really sure what, but let's pull it apart and see what the hell's in here. Help if I get all the screws out first. Wondering why there was only 5. There we go. Alright. Nice little power supply here. Again, they say 60 watts. Not really seeing that, but there's your controls in there. And of course, you can't even see the tweeter up in there. Let me get some light. I don't know if you can see in there, that control board's kind of in the way and it's glued in, so that ain't coming out. Got a decent little magnet on the back of that tiny little woofer. That thing's probably in there an inch thick. Board here. I wish I could see inside there. Maybe I can open up the other one and see what we got in there. So let's put this one back together and see if maybe, because the other one doesn't have this control panel on the side, so it might allow us to actually get a little bit better idea of what's in there. Alright, again. This one has the the RCA port that oh, this one, I thought it had a plate in the back. Well, it looks like we're just not going to be able to find out, but I'll tell you, in my not professional opinion, there's no noise coming from that. Even with the equalizer, this is truly everything. Even when you look in the specs, it doesn't state anything about a tweeter. It looks cool. I wish it was functional, or even the ability to maybe put a functional one in there. But unfortunately, that's your only point of sound. But ultimately, you get that FX sound or your equalizer of choice. It does help a lot with the sound. And again, they're $50. If you want something better, get something better. I could have chose to bring in my Yamaha receiver and hook up my towers back there and really get some noise in here, but I don't need all that in here. Anyway, quick review. I was kind of hoping to get a little further in there and actually see that tweeter, but even from what I saw with my flashlight in there, it doesn't look like there's any wires going to it. It truly looks like kind of a mock tweeter, and maybe just because of the fact that that port's there and you can look in, they want to give you that illusion that there's a tweeter there, but I can assure you there's no sound coming from that. Have a good evening.